Just a quick one before anything, guys. If any of you lot are looking to pick yourself up an awesome custom controller, make sure you check out controllermods.co.uk. Now, these are available worldwide. There's a link at the very top of the description with a discount code. The prices are so cheap, you can get the Dominator buttons, which just make your gaming so much easier. And you can also fully customize and fully design your own. And you can see that's the starting price with a faceplate on, which is only a little bit different in price than a standard DualShock. Make sure you check them out. So we've had the PlayStation Plus games for this month for just a week now, and it's at that point where I've had the time to play it, and I can actually do the little kind of review of placing them in order of the way that I kind of prefer them. Obviously, everyone's going to have their own opinion. Leave yours down below. Obviously, yours is probably going to be a little bit different to mine. Now, before we do get into it, checking out the gameplay and stuff, any of you guys that are looking for a new controller, whether or not it's custom, modded, or you just after those little buttons on the back to make your gaming so much easier, make sure you check out the sponsor, Controller Mods. There's a link down below that will give you a discount, and there is a discount code as well. But let's get into it. Now, coming in the third spot, the game that I've kind of least enjoyed out of these three, I've got to say, it's UFC 4. Now, the only reason behind it is, obviously, I like UFC anyway. I like watching it. I've played the other UFC games. The difference is with this one, obviously, you've got like the backyard kind of UFC stuff rather than just in the ring. However, it is just kind of the same for me. Upgraded mechanics and, yeah, a couple of new characters to play as and stuff. But it is the basic same game. If you've played the other games in the UFC series, you'll kind of know what I mean. Apart from the updated graphics and that kind of thing, it is what it is. It's the same basic game. You go through your career modes, make your own characters and all that kind of stuff. Yes, the mechanics do work a lot better. Yes, the characters do look a lot better. But for me personally, it's just, it is what it is. I played the game before and I thought it was alright. It's just not something that I tend to play a lot. Coming in the second spot, Planet Coaster. Now, again, this is one that I already owned. It's the PS5 version. I played it quite a bit. I actually own it on PC as well as the other Xbox, and now obviously I own it on PlayStation as well. But it is what it is. If you've played like Theme Park Tycoon and that kind of thing, you'll know exactly what to expect. You open up your own theme park, you put your rides down, your roller coasters down, you put your toilets down, you put your maintenance down, and that's kind of the base of the game. You run a theme park, you have to earn money. It can be a little bit difficult at times where you're trying to figure out the right price to have stuff, and then certain things will put guests off. So if you've not got enough food stands, if you've not got enough bins, enough places to sit down, enough cute things to look at the same time. For me personally, when I play games like Planet Coaster, I actually enjoy playing them a lot more when I play them in sandbox mode, so I can kind of just fool around, have some fun playing it, and that's kind of what it is. The one thing that I do miss, obviously, when you can build your own roller coasters and ride them in first person, which you used to be able to do on Theme Park Tycoon, as far as I'm aware, you can't do that on this one. I think it'd make an awesome addition. Like, imagine putting on a PSVR and playing like this and being able to build your own roller coaster and ride it in first person. Yes, it's never going to happen, but imagine. It would be so damn cool. But yeah, that's coming in the second spot. Obviously, it's got next-gen graphics. It does look really good. That is the one thing that I do have to say about this game. The graphics for it are amazing. The reflections, everything just looks so crispy and beautiful that if you're into this style of game, you're going to get mesmerized by it. But for me, it only hits the second spot. But coming in the number one, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's the one shot. It's the one that, it's kind of a taster of what's to come, if that makes sense. It's not a bad game. If you played Borderlands, you're gonna jump onto it and you're gonna figure it out straight away. But it's Tiny Tina's kind of little story. They're playing a game of D&D. You jump into it and that's it. Like the first little bit, you jump in and everything's like pretty and rainbows and stuff, and then it's like turns into darkness and skeletons attacking you, even though you can't say skeletons properly, which is kind of cute. And then you get attacked by a giant dragon that you can't kill, and then there's a different boss instead. It's pretty cool the way that it works. I do like the D&D take on it. The fact that I'm a massive geek myself, and I have actually played D&D, kind of made it that thing anyway, where it was quite cool to jump into it. The take on it where it's someone else's story, so it's kind of changing. It's a little bit weird. Obviously, when it comes to Borderlands, it was always weird anyway. The stories never made sense. The bosses was always just had weird abilities, which made the game really cool to play. The fact that it's Tiny Tina's version, where everything is just crazy, makes it so fun to play. Obviously, it's only a one-shot, so I'm kind of guessing once you've completed it, there's not much to do. no replayability as such. Apart from, obviously, you can do different characters. So I think there's like 5 different classes that you can choose from. Again, you can kind of jump into it that way and replay it, I suppose. But for me personally, I don't think that I would. I think just playing through it once is kind of more than enough for me. But either way, that's the one that I've been enjoying the most. I already owned all 3 games. I played UFC before. It came on EA Access a bit ago. Planet Coaster I got on day 1 on PC. And Tiny Tina's Wonderland I actually got through EA Access on PC not too long ago because it went free on there as well. So I've kind of already played them anyway, so it was kind of just figuring out which one I like the most. And I'd have to say Tiny Tina. Curious to see what you guys think though. Leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Which order did you prefer the games in? Let me know down below. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.